Sadly, a woman's intuition was no help to April, and being stuck behind bars with the Rat King looking so smug was enough to make any lady speak through clenched teeth.
Just wait till my friends the turtles get here,
she burst out.
They're trained by Splinter, master of Japanese martial arts.
Turtles?
Scoffed the Rat King.
So who is their master? A lizard?
If you must know,
stormed April, raising her voice above the sniggers.
He's a rat!
As soon as she said it, she clapped a hand over her mouth, but it was too late. The Rat King's eyes lit up.
A rat, eh?
A rat?
April repeated quickly.
Did I say a rat? I meant he's a bat. Oh, no.
She clutched wildly at her auburn hair.
No, a cat. That's it. A cat with big fangs and claws.
Perfect!
Crowed the Rat King, not even listening.
With a martial arts master in my power, I can rule every rodent in the city!
He turned to his army of adoring rats.
We'll stop those turtles before they invade our rodent realm! We'll do this by turning their master against them!
Once again, the eerie, flute-like music began. And once again, in a nearby tunnel, Donatello could see Master Splinter's eyes glazing over.
What's wrong?
He cried anxiously. Confused and dazed, Splinter could only lean against a wall, his pupils dilating.
I feel strange, as if some force is compelling me.
The turtles could hear the strange-sounding music now. It was becoming louder and louder. Suddenly, with a mighty splash, the Rat King rose up out of the water, surrounded by his army of rats.
Halt!
He roared.
You are trespassing! The Rat King!
Breathed Donatello.
He's the one who grabbed April!
The Rat King put the flute to his lips again, filling the chamber with its strange melody.
That music,
droned Splinter, his eyes glazing once more.
I cannot resist.
The Rat King laid his flute aside.
Splinter,
he said.
From now on, you will obey only me.
Yes,
agreed Splinter at once, staring straight ahead.
Yes, Your Highness.
And my decree is, destroy those turtles!
You command,
said Splinter.
I obey.
Before the turtles knew what was happening, their master Splinter had struck a fighting pose and began lashing out with a speed they had never known existed.
Oof!
Donatello crashed into the sewer wall, then slid down into the mucky water. Michael was twirled around a pipe.
Oh, no!
Groaned Leonardo, dazed and groggy.
Master Splinter may be too much for all of us.
In a fit of panic, Raphael tried a judo throw on Splinter. But, as always, the master was too quick, sending him hurtling through the air.
No, Master!
Cried Leonardo desperately, swords ready to defend himself.
Stop!
But Splinter was like a madman. He lunged at Leonardo with his stick, hitting the crossed swords.
Hey!
Leonardo was powerless to stop one blow after another.
Hey!
Splinter began hissing in triumph.
Hey! Hey!
Master Splinter!
Leonardo cried.
Listen to me! Ignore the Rat King's commands!
No, Splinter!
Thundered the Rat King.
I am your ruler!
There's only one thing to do,
announced Leonardo. He flung aside his swords and spread his arms.
I won't defend myself.
Now, my loyal subject!
Cried the Rat King gleefully, giving Splinter a push.
Finish him!
Hee-ah!
Splinter threw himself at Leonardo, his hand raised for a deadly karate chop. A second from impact, Leonardo dodged, and Splinter hit the water pipe. The pipe split, and water gushed out, drenching the Rat King and his army of rats.
Master!
Shouted Leonardo, as Splinter fell, the spell broken.
You yourself again!
Yes.
Only Splinter knew how much the ordeal had exhausted him.
Barely.
Come on, said Raphael, taking him by the arm. Let's blow this joint.
Mondo notion, bud,
agreed Michelangelo as they swept away.
They've escaped!
stormed the Rat King, slamming his fist into the sewer wall.
But this contest of wills is not over!
On safer ground, Master Splinter seemed to sense there was more to come too. The turtles had never seen him look so tired and worried.
But Master,
Said Leonardo.
your willpower triumphed over the Rat King's. You broke his mind control.
Master Splinter sighed wearily.
Thank you, Leonardo. But I dare not face him again until my strength returns. That is why you turtles must continue your search for April alone.
Don't worry, Master. You trained us well. We'll get April back.
While the turtles had been searching the sewers, Irma had been busy searching through as many old videotapes of Channel 6 news items that she could lay hands on. She seemed to remember April talking about a place that had been particularly rat-infested. Suddenly, she gave a whoop of triumph. There was a shot of a disused subway station. Almost at the same moment that Irma flicked open April's turtle comm to let the turtles in on her idea, April was using her nail file to open the lock on her cage. She held her breath as a loud click echoed through the stretch of tunnel. She was free. The Rat King had posted sentries at every exit, all except a broken gate that half blocked the entrance to another tunnel. April peered inside. It was pitch black, deathly quiet, and had a sour smell of dampness. But she knew it was her only chance. Holding her breath, she stepped into the darkness, blindly looking around for something, anything to see, to guide her. A little way ahead, she could hear splashing water, and strange-looking shadows began looming towards her. A series of wild-sounding cries echoed all around. April's throat felt so dry and tight, it was a relieved scream. Then, as she opened her mouth again, a familiar voice called towards her.
April?
Leonardo sounded surprised, as well as concerned.
How did you get away?
Donatello asked. Alan gave a big grin.
Let's say it's one for the files.
It would not be long before he was missing. And at that very moment, he was coming after her, sniffing the air with his long, hairy nose.
I smell something. It's a woman's perfume, and the fragrance is getting closer.
A few more paces, and he leapt out of the shadows, grabbing desperately.
Gotcha!
It was not April's scream the Rat King heard, but he did not know that until he stepped back and saw a mound of black hair standing on end and specks sliding down a shiny nose.
Who are you?
Whoever I am,
Said Irma.
I'm 20 years older than I was a minute ago.
She pushed the specks back into place.
Hold on. You're that Rat King maniac.
Without thinking, she grabbed out at him, speaking between gritted teeth.
Okay, Buster, where's my pal, April?
That's what I'd like to know.
The Rat King sounded quite indignant.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Ignoring him, Irma put her hands to her mouth and took a deep breath.
Hello, April!
Where are you?
The Rat King joined in, not realizing that the turtles could hear him as well as they could hear Irma.
April!
Said Leonardo, already racing off.
You stay here.
And miss out on a story?
Came the reply.
No way!
There he is.
Cried Leonardo, seeing the black shape a short distance ahead. The Rat King had spotted them, too.
Now, turtles!
He boomed, plucking a grenade from his combat gear.
This is the final showdown!
Jump, guys!
Roared Leonardo as the missile came hurtling towards them. He was barely in time. The grenade exploded in the very spot where they had been standing. April was just congratulating herself on escaping with only a few mud splashes when a dull, whirring sound throbbed through the semi-darkness, followed by a succession of low groans and dull thuds. The blurred outlines of turtles staggered around, stunned. Before April could work out what had happened, a weighted rope swirled around her, pinning her arms to her sides. The Rat King had swung his deadly bola weight and rope, successfully recapturing his victim.
Bring her back to the palace!
He ordered. He had not reckoned with Irma.
I'll be your hostage. Take me instead.
The Rat King's tone was distinctly scornful.
Call me when you've got a television show!
Men,
Irma was really steamed up.
you always go for the redheads.
Angrily, she stamped on the Rat King's foot.
Yow!
He hopped up and down.
Ouch! Oh, the hurt! The pain!
As he hopped, another grenade on his combat belt came adrift. It fell off and splashed into the water, bubbling and hissing ominously.
Ah!
The Rat King fled in panic, his screams echoing down the long corridor.
Irma!
Shouted Donatello.
Irma, run!
The words were hardly out of his mouth when there was a terrific explosion. Whole sections of the roof crashed down, missing the turtles, April, and Irma by centimeters. And when the dust had settled, they saw that the fallen brickwork and masonry had totally blocked the tunnel. For anyone or anything left inside, there could be no escape.
So much for the Rat King!
Said Donatello.
For sure.
Michelangelo nodded grimly.
I seriously doubt we'll see that creepazoid again.
I hope you're right.
Said Leonardo.
It's a small world down here in the sewers.
April pushed back a lock of hair from her damp forehead and looked at her watch.
Well, gang, it's been fun.
She reached out for Irma's arm.
But we've got to get back to the old rat race.
As she and Irma left, the turtles' laughter echoed along the tunnels behind them.